Creating videos is one of the most important skills that you can learn, but did you know that Canva simplifies the process so much that even if you're just a beginner, you can be able to create high-ranking videos. So in this video, I want to show you how to create videos using Canva. So I'm going to show you how to choose the different formats, how to use the different tools that are within the video editor, and even how to use some of the really cool AI features in Canva. Ensure you watch the video to the end because I'm also going to share some tips that will ensure that your videos get views. Let's get started. So we're going to go to Canva. You can use the link in the description down below to create your free account on Canva. And once you're in the Canva dashboard here, we're going to start creating our video. Now, the first thing before you start creating your video, you need to know the video format that you want to create your video in. So if you come to Canva videos here, you can see that we have different formats that you can create your video in. So the most important thing here is to know that we have horizontal videos and we have vertical videos. So horizontal videos is such as the one you're watching here, the one we create for YouTube videos. That is a horizontal video, and the dimensions for that is 1920 by 1080. And when we come to vertical videos, they are such as the ones we create for the mobile platforms. So you could create that for YouTube Shorts or for TikTok or even for Instagram Reels, and the dimensions for that are 1080 by 1920. So for us, we're going to be creating a horizontal video such as the one you can use for YouTube. Okay, so this is what we have as our blank template here. You can see that we have the first page here is about 5 seconds. So the first thing that you can do is rename your video here. So this one, I'm going to call it dog facts, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so we're going to be creating a video about dog facts. So I'm creating a video about dog facts is because I've already done my research and found out that people like to watch videos about animals and particularly dogs. So even if I just search dog facts on YouTube here, you can see that we have a video for 9 months ago which has 1.8 million views. We have another video here about dog facts. It has 1.2 million views 2 years ago. So clearly there's a demand here for people wanting to know interesting things about dogs. I also already have my script about 10 facts about dogs. So you can see I have what the narrator is going to be saying. I also have the facts here. So we have fact 1, fact 2, and so on. And we also have the visuals. So this is what is going to be happening in the different scenes. So for our first section here, we can see that the narrator will be saying, "Welcome to whatever channel. Today we are counting down 10 things you didn't know about dogs." So that sort of sets for us the first and the second scene. So I'll just go back to Canva. For our first video, I just want to look for a happy dog. So we could come to the elements section here and just search for a happy dog. Okay, I think this one would be nice. So just make it the background here. So set video as background. This can be our first video. And I want to show you one AI feature that you can use here to select for you the best part of this video. So just click on the video itself and then click on edit video. And then you have this new feature for Canva and it's called highlights. Yeah, so this one is going to select for you different clips that you can choose from. So you can decide which particular clip you want to use for this first section. So you have this part here where you have the dog running. Yeah, so you have that first one there, or you have this one where he's actually inside the ocean, or we have this other one here. So we can use this first one here. So this could be the video that we are going to use. So just click on add to design, and instead of me spending time looking for one particular section, Canva has already helped me do that using the highlights. Okay, so this could be our first clip. So while we're still here, I also want to add some text into this scene. So we're going to go to the text here. Okay, we can click on this heading here. Look for the particular font that you want to use. I think I'm going to use Anton. Yeah, so we can make it a bit bigger. Okay, and then we can type in our text. So we want to say something like welcome to now the channel. The channel, we can call it something like furry pets. So we're also going to add an effect to this text. So go to effects here. We're going to add a background to it. Yeah, and for this one, you can use your brand fonts to ensure that you stay on brand. So I could use that, and then I'll change the color of the text maybe to white. And we're also going to animate it a little bit. So we could use one of the animations here. I think I like that one. So this can be our first scene. Let's go to the second scene. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, ensure you like it and subscribe to the channel. It really helps with the algorithm. Let's continue creating our video. So if I go back to ChatGPT here, we can see that ChatGPT told us here that today we are counting down 10 things you didn't know about dogs. So I'm going to copy this. This is what we're going to have in our second scene. Let's go back to Canva, and now we can look for something to use in our second scene, and we want to have maybe some dogs playing. So we had a happy dog, now we want some dogs playing. Yeah, and because we had our first one in the ocean, we could also have this other one still somewhere in the ocean. So this could be our second one. And again, we can use the highlight section to sort of get us one of the best parts that we can use for this. So this really makes your work easy. You don't have to go through the entire clips. So just look at this and find which one we could use. I like this one. Yeah, this one looks pretty awesome. I can add this one to the design. You can see it has been cut down to 5 seconds. Now we're going to add in our text here. So what we can do is just press T on your keyboard and just paste your text there, and then come back to the first scene. Just tap on the text that we had, click on this brush, come back to your second scene, and then you just brush up. So that is going to give it the exact format that we have used for the previous text. Then we can reduce this one, okay, so that it is just one line, and this time we can have it somewhere at the bottom here. So those first 2 videos could be our hook and also preparing the viewer for what they can expect in this particular video. So now I want to start putting our facts into place. And if you go back to ChatGPT, we can see that the first fact here is a dog's sense of smell. So I'm just going to copy this one. You can also see that it gives us the visuals are close up of dogs sniffing around. Actually, let's first of all copy this one here. So this is what we're going to use to find us a particular video. So just paste that one here. So you can see that now Canva offers us 2 options. So we can search for this, or we could generate images of close-ups of dogs sniffing. I think I'm going to go with this because I want us to find a video. So just click on see all, and we can find one video that we can use. Yeah, so we can have this one here. I think this one would do. It's just a dog sniffing around, because that is what we are looking for. And again, just use the highlight feature to find us the best section of this. Yeah, so you'll find yourself really using this a lot, especially if you're using stock footage. Yeah, so you can see it has selected for us a section there. So we'll just add that to the design. Now we're going to come and copy this first fact here. Yeah, so we can just copy up to there, number 1, come back to Canva, and then we'll just put in the text there. And again, we're going to just copy this formatting to the next one. Yeah, and this time we can have it somewhere at the top here. Okay, so we can also adjust our video here, maybe make it a bit bigger so that we're able to move it around there. And you can see this is our first fact there. Let's go on to the next video. So the next fact is about unique nose prints. So we'll copy that, and then we're going to go back to our video again. We're going to look for, let me first of all just add the text since I copied it first, and then we can copy what it tells us about the visuals. So let's first of all look for a dog's nose, a close-up of that, and you can see there's also an illustration. I'll show you how to create that one. Go back to Canva. So just paste this one here and ask it to search for that. See all, we'll find one that looks really nice. I think we can use this one. Yeah, so this one can be the one that we will use, set as the video background. Again, use the highlight section to just find for you the best section. Yeah, so it wants us to use this last part here. Let's just confirm whether that is what we want to use. So just play it a little bit. Okay, I don't think that is the one we want to use. We might have to search for hours on our own because we really want to make sure that we see the nose of the dog. Yeah, so maybe until somewhere there. Okay, remember, we can always come back to making the video either longer or shorter depending on the actual voiceover. So the voiceover is what we are going to rely on to tell us how short or how long the video is going to be. Okay, so again, we're just going to ensure that we now copy this formatting, and you take it to this part here, and then just maybe make it a little bigger. Again, maybe have it at the end here, just so that the viewer is getting a bit of consistency from this. Okay, and now we want to add in our illustration of the nose print. Remember, ChatGPT told us that we can use an illustration of a nose print here. So we're going to copy this. you can go to the graphics that Canva already gives you. So you search for that illustration, but in graphics, and then you can look for one, for example, this one, but I don't like the color of this one. So what you can do, you can come back to the apps section here, and this time we're going to look for the magic morph. So click on this one. So now that our image is selected, you can see it here. Now we're going to describe the look. So we could use the examples that you already have here. Yeah, so just have a look at this and look for one that you like. I like this one with flowers. You see it has already put in the prompt for me. And now when I click on magic morph, you're going to see that we're going to get some different dog nose prints, but they're going to have flowers inside them. So this really makes your design look really awesome. Yeah, so I'm just going to click on this one. This one is the one we are going to use here. So we just delete this one, and maybe we could have it maybe somewhere here. Yeah, we're also going to reduce the size, so it could be somewhere here, and we're going to add an animation to it. So our animation could be something like maybe wiggling, so we could just have it wiggling there. Yeah, so that can be our second fact. Let's do one more just to ensure that you've understood the process. So we go back to ChatGPT, and you can see the third fact here is ancient companions. So first things first, we copy this one, go back to Canva. Okay, this is the third scene, and we're just going to enter in our text there. So that's our text, and then we're going to check back in ChatGPT. It tells us that the visuals is historical images of ancient humans with dogs. Okay, so we're going to copy that. And when we come back to Canva, we're going to go to the element section here, and then we can paste in what we're looking for here. So you can see we can either search for this. So if I click on search, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to get some really cool videos that we can use with this, just that show that ancient feel. So we're going to use the magic media here to create the images. So go to the styles here, and we're looking for the mid-century style, that one. And we are also looking for the aspect ratio that is going to be landscape. Then we click on generate image. Okay, so we have some images generated for us here. I like this one. Yeah, so this one could be the one that we're going to use. I'm going to ensure that I enlarge it. Let's edit the text here. Yeah, so that is what we're going to have as our text somewhere here. So now that this is a video, we're going to animate this image a little bit so that we have some movement. So just click on the photo, and then we're going to go to the app section. We're going to look for image animate. Yeah, this is the one we are going to use. We want to create some movement inside of this image. So we're going to use this motion parallax there, and then you can adjust the motion range and also the length, and then we can look for one that we like. So maybe I could use this circular one here. Yeah, and I think I'm going to reduce this intensity maybe to there, and then we can click on generate. So this is going to generate some motion in our image. Okay, so we have our video moving here. We're going to add this to our design. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to make sure that this is now our background. We can just delete this one here. Yeah, this is what we're using for our video. So let's play that a little bit to see what it looks like. Yeah, so I think that looks really awesome. So I'm quickly going to add in 2 more scenes for our video here, just using the same process that we have used, so that we can have at least 5 facts, and then we can go on to the next step. Okay, so I have at least 5 dog facts for my video. The next thing I want us to add is some camera overlays into this video so that it doesn't look too plain. So we're going to go to the element section here, and we're going to search for camera overlay. Okay, and then we can click on see all. So we have different ones. For this one, I'm going to use this first one here, but you can see it's very long, so we need to adjust first of all the timing for this. So we want to take it back to somewhere near maybe 4.5 seconds. I think that's what we had. Yeah, so the length of that was the length of the camera overlay, because it also has a length, but we want it to be about maybe 5 seconds. And then we're going to just stretch it so that it fits our video, and then we're going to adjust this transparency. Okay, so we'd adjust it somewhere until, yeah, so we can have maybe that until there. I'm also going to copy this same overlay and bring it to our next scene here, just so that it looks as though it's transitioning from one to the other. Yeah, so we have these two having the same overlay. For this one, we could have a different overlay, maybe this one or this one. I like this one with the lines. Again, make sure we make it a bit bigger there. Reduce the size of this. So don't worry too much about what our video now looks like. We're going to have an opportunity to look at that, reduce the transparency of this up to maybe 9 or 10. We can still see the line. So just ensure that you have a look at it to see what it looks like. Yeah, so I can see it a little bit. I like that. So I also copy this overlay and put it in all the other videos, so that now it is going to make our videos all look consistent. Yeah, so when someone is watching the video, they can feel that consistency just flowing across the entire video. So that is what we have for all of them. And the other thing now is to start now adding the audio. So for the audio, we're going to add in some music, and we're also going to add in a voiceover. So first of all, let me add in some music. I already have some music that I have uploaded into Canva. So if I go to the upload section, yeah, and then go to audio, you'll see my music here. So I'll just use one of the music that I have here. So I could use this one. Just make sure that your cursor is at the very beginning of the timeline. Yeah, so we use that one. We're also going to reduce our volume here. Let's play this a little bit. Okay, so you see now we don't have transitions, so it was really abrupt how it moved from one scene to the other. So we're also going to need to add a transition here. So just ensure you add some transitions. I like slide, and then just make sure you put it in the direction you want it to go, and also the duration here. So it could be more or less. I'll have it around 5 seconds there, and then I'm going to apply between all the pages. So this is what it's going to be like, moving from one section to the other. Yeah, so now that was really fast. Let's make sure we slow this down just by making it a bit longer. Yeah, that was much better. So something else that you can do with your music, if you want to ensure that all the slides are aligned to a particular beat, you just click on the music and then go to beat sync here, and then you can turn on the sync, and then it is going to be synced into the actual beats of your music. Let me show you this example here. Look how it goes from one to the next. Yeah, so you see when there's a beat, then it moves to the next section. But now we also want to add in a voiceover for this, so that people can hear what the narrator is saying when they are watching the video. So for this, you have two options. You could either use 11 Labs if you want an AI voiceover, or you could do the actual narration for yourself. So that is what I'm going to be using. So I already used Canva to record the voiceover. If you want to learn how to do that, you can watch the video in the card section. So this is my recording here. So I'm going to slide this to the very beginning here, and then I'm going to add in my audio here. So let me just play this so that you can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, so you can hear the music is very loud, so that it would be very hard for you to work on your audio. So you click on the music, click on the volume here, and then you just mute it. And now you can work with your audio alone. So now I'm going to listen to my audio and adjust it to the particular sections of my video to ensure that what I am saying is going hand in hand with what is happening in the video. And then I'm going to show you what the final video looks like. You can also fade in and fade out your music if you need to do that. Once you're done, remember to unmute the music so that you're going to have both the music and the audio playing together. You can also listen to the volume of the music just to ensure that it is not overpowering your voiceover. And once you're done and you're happy with what your video looks like, then you can go into downloading it. So just go to the share button here and then click on download, and show you're downloading it as an MP4 video, and then you download it. This is what our final video looks like. Welcome to Furry Pets. Today we are counting down 10 things you didn't know about dogs. Whether you're a lifelong dog lover or just curious about our furry friends, these facts are sure to surprise you. Now, fact number 1 is the dog smell. Did you know that dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses, compared to about 6 million in humans? This incredible sense of smell allows them to detect scents over vast distances and even identify medical conditions in humans. Fact number 2 is their unique nose prints. Just like fingerprints, a dog nose print is unique, and some kennels even use nose prints for identification. Number 3, ancient companions. Dogs were domesticated over 15,000 years ago. They've been loyal companions throughout history, helping with hunting, guarding, and providing companionship. Number 4, breed-specific traits. Certain breeds like the Basenji, also known as the barkless dogs, instead of barking, they make a unique sound known as the baroo. Number 5, emotional intelligence. Dogs can understand human emotions and respond accordingly. They can sense when you're happy, sad, or stressed, and often try to comfort you. Yeah, let me know what you think of the video in the comments down below. Now, since you stuck around to the end of the video, I want to share with you some 3 tips that will ensure that when you create your videos, you also get views. Number 1 is consistency. So if you're going to be creating videos online, you really want to ensure that you're consistent in how you're putting out your content. So it doesn't mean that you put out videos every day, but you need to find a schedule that works for you. So you could start with just doing 1 video a week and improving one thing every time you do that video. So it could be that you're improving the thumbnails, it could be that you're improving the sound quality, it could be that you're improving in your script. And when you look back 6 months from that time, you're going to realize that you've really made a lot of progress that you would not have been able to make if you did not put in the required consistency. Number 2 is that you have to consider what your video format looks like. So the normal video format that we use is that you have to have some sort of hook, and then you have to have a value for your video, and then you have to have a call to action. So the most important thing for you is to have your hook right. So when people are coming to watch your video, you have to ensure that in the first 30 seconds, you tell them what the video is going to be about. You make it worth their while, and that will ensure they go to the value part. And once they've done the value part, then they're going to be able to follow up on the call to action. So the call to action would be probably to subscribe to the channel or to watch the next video that you're suggesting to them. And slowly, you're going to start seeing progress. Number 3 is that you always have to do your research. Before you do that particular video that you want to do, you have to find out, do people want to watch that kind of content? Other people doing videos in that niche, are they getting views? What kind of views are they getting? What kind of feedback are they receiving? You have to do all that kind of research, and this is going to help you create videos that people already want to watch. So I hope those tips help you out. Ensure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. My name is Paris, and I'll catch you on the next one.